My journey to learn English. When I first decided to learn English, it felt like a mountain to climb. I always admired people who spoke English fluently, and I wanted to be one of them. But at that time, I hardly knew anything beyond a few basic words like hello and thank you. My confidence was low, and the thought of speaking in English made me nervous. One day, I realized something important. It wasn't about perfection, but about progress. I told myself, Gita, you don't have to be perfect today. You just have to be better than yesterday. That became my mantra. I started with small steps. Every morning, I would read simple English books for beginner. These books had easy sentences and pictures that helped me understand the words better. I would sit with my dictionary and note down new words. At first, I would only learn 5 new words a day, but it made a big difference. I slowly started recognizing those words in other places, on TV, in conversations, and even on the streets of London. Speaking was a whole different challenge. I was shy and didn't want to make mistakes in front of people, but I knew that if I wanted to improve, I had to speak. So I started talking to myself in English. It might sound funny, but it really helped. I would describe my day like I am going to the market or I cooked dinner today. Gradually, I became more comfortable hearing myself speak English. Then I took the next big step. I started speaking to others. I began with short conversations at the store or when ordering food. Sometimes I made mistakes, but most people were kind and patient. I learned that it's okay to make mistakes because that's how we learn. Another great help was watching English stories with subtitles. At first, it was confusing. The speaker spoke so fast and I couldn't catch all the words. But I didn't give up. Slowly, I began understanding more and more. Watching cartoons helped too because they used simple language and were easy to follow. Over time, I joined an English learning class. It was nice to meet others who were also learning and we practiced together. The teacher would correct our mistakes and we learned how to form proper sentences. We even played games to make learning fun. The biggest lesson I learned was that consistency is key. Every day I did something in English, whether it was reading, writing, speaking, or listening. Little by little, I improved. I could now have longer conversations, understand stories without subtitles, and read books with fewer struggles. One day, while talking to my family back in India, I realized how far I had come. I was speaking confidently in English, something that once felt impossible. So, here are the bonus tips for learning English. Now, let me share some tips that helped me and can help you too. First, start small. Don't try to learn everything at once. Focus on learning a few new words or phrases every day. 2. Practice speaking. Don't be afraid to speak even if you make mistakes. Talk to yourself if you are too shy at first. Tip number 3. Watch and listen. Watch English stories, shows, or even cartoons. Listening is just as important as speaking. Tip number 4, read simple books. Start with easy books and gradually move to more difficult ones. Use a dictionary to learn new words. And the most important tip is be consistent. Practice every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Progress comes with time and dedication. Learning English has been a journey for me, but with patience and regular practice, it became enjoyable. If I can do it, so can you. Keep going. You are closer than you think.